Excuse me, I gotta get my morning started. What's up YouTube? My name's Awesomeness, and without giving away any spoilers, showing any crazy cutscenes, because Rockstar will shoot me down, here are my first impressions and what I thought of the game LA Noire and whether or not you should pick it up if you haven't already. LA Noire is a great sandbox game that takes a detective from the late 1940s and it takes place after the war in a booming LA town. This game doesn't play out like your normal sandbox title that Rockstar comes out with every year. It does have elements where you are going around, shooting around. You will be chasing down some bad guys, and then you will have the cinematics that you're normally used to in your Red Dead Redemption and your Grand Theft Auto games. But the thing that sets it apart is the new element of trying to detect if somebody's lying or not during your cases. So there's going to be plenty of times where you're sitting down in front of somebody, you're going to be questioning them after you, navigate through the scene and you collect clues and you talk to other people. You go down, sit down with a person, the suspect, and then you pretty much go down your list of what you want to ask them. This is where I suggest that you always look through the crime scene very, very thoroughly. Because if you miss one clue, that takes away a question you might be able to ask that suspect later on. And missing a clue does make it a little bit harder for you to solve the case. And when I say thoroughly, look thoroughly. There are times, there's this one mission which I will not give spoilers for, but there's one mission where you actually find a clue on the outside of the building, which gives you a total breakthrough later on in that case. This game takes the normal question and answer game mechanic that you normally see in other branching dialogue titles like Mass Effect and Knights of the Old Republic, where you get a whole bunch of sentences that you can say to a person and then you'll get a response back. But in this case, you're actually trying to see whether they're lying or telling the truth, or you're going to doubt them. But what makes it so special is the whole thing with the face. LA Noire has new technology where it captures every single movement of the actor's face that's acting out that scene. So it takes the game mechanic of you asking questions to a normal person in a game, and it makes it intriguing because you're actually paying attention to whether or not they're looking around, if they're just, looking kind of worried and they're looking stern at you or angry. And every one of those characteristics can lead you to believe whether the person is lying or telling the truth. And if you're used to playing other games, I'm sure you're used to just standing in front of a character in the game and just looking at a blank stare all day while you're asking them questions. This game mechanic pulls you deep inside the gameplay as you're really trying to find out, what the hell that person's saying and whether that person is giving you the runaround. Another thing I like about the game is the whole social element. If you're stuck on a question and you just have no idea whether this person is lying or not, there is an option where you can use one of your intuition points to see whether, to see what other people thought about that question and see what other people answered. It even gives you a little percentage of, how many people said the person was lying or the person was telling the truth. So using that can help you choose your answer on whether or not that person's lying or not. And as you progress through the game, you will be assigned new partners to work on different cases, ranging in having a partner that's there and having your back to having one that's super shady as hell. In terms of graphics, I'm not even going to talk about it because the game's made by Rockstar. The game looks beautiful. I'm sure you've seen a million and one commercials and clips on YouTube and all over the place. The game looks sick, and the whole facial recognition stuff looks insane. So no need to talk about that. Basically, you should not be missing out on this game. It's a game that's going to pull you in. You're going to have a lot of fun with it, and unless you're one of those person that has to be running and gunning 24/7, you're going to enjoy this game. And for those people that do love to run and gun 24/7 and you have a conniption if you don't have a gun in your hand, this game does slow down with the investigations. So there's going to be parts where you're going to be able to do your chase scene or chase somebody down the street on foot, but a lot of times you're going to be doing a lot of digging and try to get a lot of clues and trying to figure stuff out. So if you don't like that thinking element, then you probably may want to pass it up and put in Red Dead Redemption again or Grand Theft Auto. So hopefully this video sheds some light on whether or not you should pick it up if you haven't already. If you do have the game, I know you're enjoying the game. I know you love it. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it sheds some light on whether or not you should pick it up. I definitely think you should. You can't miss this game. The game's sick. And hopefully you even found this video, because I just know it's going to be a freaking 1,000,001 walkthroughs and tips and tricks on how to play LA Noire. But this is my video on my first impressions of what I thought in the game. Hopefully I didn't give anything away or any spoilers. I don't like doing that. This is just my honest opinion of what I think about the game and whether or not you should buy it or not. So thank you for checking me out. So until next time, keep living it up, have fun, subscribe to me, like the video, share it with your friends, and say hi to your mama for me. Peace.